Huh. Good morning, learners. Uh, we are going to discuss today using language and literature to teach mathematics. This is from your course BES 124, Language Across the Curriculum. In the morning session, you have discussed importance of language across the curriculum. Now we will see importance of language and literature to teach mathematics. As you all know, the importance of mathematics, its place in our daily life, and you also know it is an abstract subject which is difficult for most of the learners. So this fear factor is also there when we talk about mathematics. So we will be discussing how we can make mathematics learning simple by use of various methods, including use of language and literature. Like any other subject, mathematics has some distinct features. That is, it requires a linear learning. When I say linear learning, means the material which you have learned on the first day is used the next day, next month, and next year. It is also similar in other subjects also, but mathematics is very important. As you know, it has so many formulas, tables. You have to remember all those facts, so that automaticity means you have to remember whenever you do the facts. And time is also a factor when we do mathematics. And in competitive examinations also, you know the importance of time. So you have to remember the mathematical facts, so it needs linear learning. For example, tables, you have to remember them forever, and whenever it is being asked, you have to reveal immediately, so you cannot take time. So that is what mathematics is about. So it has its own importance. Then everyday use of language has important implications for mathematics learning. We use mathematical language in our daily life. It has also a lot of implications for mathematics learning. And language in mathematics involves multiple modes of representation. When I say multiple modes of representation, it is by graphs, symbols, words, diagrams, pictures, etc. So in brief, if we talk about teaching of mathematics, we have to make simple how children learn easily. We have to see that how we can make children learn mathematics easily. Since it is a difficult subject, there is a fear factor. So we have to see that whenever we teach mathematics, we have to keep all learners in mind, and we have to make them understand the basic concepts in a simpler way, so that they will not fear for mathematics, and they will remember these basic mathematical concepts forever. Literature in teaching of mathematics. As I have said, importance of language, even literature also plays an important role in teaching of mathematics. And if you refer to your course BS 124, you have some references with regard to reading mathematics, writing mathematics, that is part of language in mathematics. And also we can use literature also in teaching of mathematics, in addition to all other ways of teaching mathematics. Mathematics teachers can just use literature to introduce, teach, or reinforce math concepts and extend their students' understanding. Here you can see the just whenever it is needed. It has its own importance. We cannot teach entire mathematics through language or literature, but wherever we can use language and literature, it will help learners who understand well in terms of language structures or in terms of stories. So that way we can use literature in teaching of mathematics. What is the relation between mathematics and literature? For centuries, there has been a perceived connection between mathematics and the arts, including literature. It is being used as a part of an effective curriculum that includes subject integration. It is not now we are thinking about integrating literature into mathematics, but from centuries it has been perceived that there is a connection between mathematics and arts. And nowadays we are talking about interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, so it has come into focus again. How we can teach a particular subject with the help of other subjects, and what is the background, what is the logic behind that, we will see in next few slides. What is the importance of, what is the theory behind use of integrating various subjects to teach a particular subjects. Educators worldwide have turned more attention towards working with themes and integrating different subject areas in the curriculum. Particularly, the introduction of literature into mathematics instruction to improve students' comfort level in the subject and reduce anxiety. So we have to see that why we are nowadays trying to use these literature, and we are trying to find innovative ways of teaching mathematics, because now the research shows that some children learn better when we use language structures or stories in teaching of mathematics. Now it has proved, and sometimes it is comfortable for them. The children learn better when we use language structures or literature in explaining basic mathematical concepts or mathematical problems. It will reduce the anxiety. So joyful learning, we call it now. Even CBSE has come out with joyful mathematics learning. They have a handbook on it. And even if you see our NCERT textbooks, it is full of stories filled with pictures. So this is the improvement. When we were learning the textbook, we studied, and the present day textbook, if you can see, there is a lot of change. You can see mathematics, how mathematics can be taught, mathematical concepts can be taught in many different ways. So that is the importance of integrating other subjects is growing, because some learners otherwise they fear of mathematics, but when we use language and literature, they are doing well. So that is why it is found that if we integrate other subjects in teaching of mathematics, it will help them in reducing their anxiety. So what is the theory of multiple intelligences? Developed by renowned psychologist Howard Gardner, teaches that intelligence is not a single intellectual capacity. So it is not a single intellectual capacity. That is why it is said multiple intelligence. There are multiple kinds of intelligences that people can possess. Somebody may be good in musical, rhythmic. You see some children now, they learn, they do, they work. When they work, even when we do some mathematical calculations, some children are interested in listening to music and solving the mathematical problems. So different learners, somebody is interested, so peace of mind. So it depends. Each learner has his own way of learning mathematics. And if we can help them the way they learn, so they learn it better. So that is the idea behind use of various intelligences in teaching of mathematics: visual, spatial, verbal, linguistic, logical, mathematical, bodily, kinesthetic, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalistic. Even when we see children, when they learn, they sometimes want to work in groups. Some children work independently. So they have, some children want to listen to music and they do want to do maths better. So they have their own way of learning. So we have to see which child learns in, is using in the method he likes. So that we have to identify and we should make them learn better. The instruction in preferred intelligence, that is the importance of what this theory of multiple intelligence says, that the instruction should be in preferred intelligence. There is a greater possibility that learning will take place. यदि बच्चे का रुचि जिसमें है उसके हिसाब से हम उसको सिखाएंगे तो वो अच्छा सीख सकेगा और मैथमेटिक्स के प्रति जो डर है उसके अंदर में वो निकल जाएगा. दिस इज़ व्हाट द लेटेस्ट रिसर्च शोज. नाउ again, that is another, we have all flexibility. We have even CBSE has introduced general mathematics and composite. Earlier we had two kinds of mathematics. Now also we have two those who want to do higher studies, we have higher level mathematics. So we have to see that how our children, they want to learn mathematics and they want to do better in mathematics. Then we have to encourage them to learn in their own preferred method of learning. That we have to see. And the theory of based on theory of multiple intelligence, we can say that mathematics should be taught using variety of strategies that caters to the diversity of the 21st century classroom. So now we talk of diversified learners. Earlier our classrooms used to be homogeneous. Now we have different diversified learners. Now our classrooms are heterogeneous. Now we talk of differentiated instruction. Each learner has his own needs. So we should see that how we can help each child learn better in the classroom in his own way. So if we can do that, then the mathematics learning will take place and that fear factor will not be there. The other thing is pedagogy should reflect lessons that integrate this less intelligence at some stage of the lesson to improve students' confidence and reduce their anxiety. तो जब हम मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ाते हैं, कहीं ना कहीं we can integrate their method of learning into the teaching learning process. For example, we have to make sure that in which way that is why now we will see with examples how word problems, how concepts can be taught to these children in different ways, by the way help of literature, by the help of language, how we can simplify the concepts, how we can use different innovative methods to make them understand. So our pedagogy should reflect that integration. When we teach mathematics, we should use various strategies because now our learners are diversified. They come from various backgrounds, various regions. So we should see that on the basis of different strategies, if we adopt, maybe the mathematics learning will be better. So that we have to keep in mind how to make teaching of mathematics very easy for learners. That is our aim should be to reach the children, to make them learn mathematics. That is why now we are talking about integrated approach, interdisciplinary approach, या multidisciplinary approach, how each subject has a role to play in teaching of other subject. That we have to keep in mind. So now we talk about mathematics should be taught using an integrated approach. When we say integrated approach, all language, literature, then art, craft, games, stories, anything. You can use any means to explain the mathematical concepts to the learners. When literature and numeracy are connected in an interactive and meaningful way, students will understand the mathematical concepts readily and will sustain the knowledge that is disseminated to them by their teachers. This is another important fact. When we make them learning interactive and meaningful, then there is a chance that they remember these mathematical concepts readily, which is an important factor in mathematics learning and will sustain for longer time. We talk about short-term memory. Even when maybe sometimes children may remember it for short-term duration. But when we integrate with the help of this meaningful learning takes place, then they will remember it for longer time. That is, we call it as long-term memory, and which is an important factor in mathematics learning. For example, remembering tables. So that is a long-term memory, and whenever we need to retrieve the information, it should be readily available in the child. Child should remember it and he should produce. So that is an important. So learning, if it is integrated with all these methods, it will be meaningful, it will be remembered forever. सब बच्चे बहुत दिन तक याद रख सकेंगे. उनकी प्रिफर्ड मेथड से यदि हम बताएंगे तो बच्चे लंबे समय तक उसको याद रखने की प्रयास करेंगे. तो इंटीग्रेटेड अप्रोच में यही है. You can use games, stories, picture books, then graphic organizers. You have many methods now, innovative methods coming up, that we can see some of the examples in later part of my presentation. Then mathematical discourse. This is another important. Once the child is not comfortable, यदि कोई बच्चा मैथ्स में सही नहीं करता है तो उसके मैथ्स के बारे में या मैथमेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट्स के बारे में वो बात करने के लिए भी तैयार नहीं होता है. तो ही फील अनकंफर्टेबल, ही इज़ नॉट अकस्टम्ड टू टॉकिंग अबाउट मैथमेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट्स. दैट फियर फैक्टर इज ऑलवेज बिहाइंड हिम. सो विथ reluctance he may participate in discussion, because discourse in mathematics involves expressing and justifying mathematical thinking and ideas. When we talk in mathematical terms, so we are talking in terms of mathematical formula, mathematical estimation, all these things. That is called mathematical discourse. The mathematical terms are involved, mathematical explanation is involved, symbols are involved, abstraction is involved, spatial relations are involved, visualization is involved. So when the child is not comfortable, he will not be involved himself in this kind of discourse. He will try to avoid. So what we have to make them, we have to make them comfortable. When we make them comfortable, when we teach them in their own preferred method of learning. So research emphasizes that primary purpose of facilitating mathematical discourse is to help students become aware of others' perspectives and strategies. जब वो तभी बात कर पाएगा जब वो अपने आप कंफर्टेबल होंगे. तो पहले हम उसको मैथमेटिक्स के बारे में बात करने के लिए तैयार करना पड़ेगा. इसीलिए इवन रेडीनेस for mathematics learning is also important. Pre-number concepts. Unless the child learns the pre-number concepts, basic mathematical concepts, he will not feel comfortable. Once he learns this concept, then when he will feel comfortable. So we have to facilitate mathematical discourse to help students become aware of others person's perspective. This course recognizes the need to help students analyze and develop their thinking and approaches which can improve their confidence and reduce math anxiety. ये बात करने से भी जो मैथमेटिकल प्रॉब्लम्स जो है ही कैन इट विल रिड्यूस देयर एंग्जाइटी. आप ये कहावत है, जब हम किसी से हमारी प्रॉब्लम को शेयर करते हैं तो हमारी समस्या का थोड़ा समाधान हो जाता है. तो आई थिंक वी शुड मेक देम involve in mathematical discussion, discourse, when they will participate, when they are comfortable with mathematical concepts, basic mathematical issues. So that we have to keep in mind. That is important thing. So bring children to discussing mathematical concepts. We have to make them ready for this kind of discussion. That will help in their mathematics learning. They will sort out their issues, they will resolve their issues. So that is what is mathematical discourse. So mathematical instruction. Literature naturally brings a more complex mode of communication to mathematics instruction because it presents mathematical concepts in words rather than in numbers. यही एक बहुत बड़ा इम्पॉर्टेंट उदाहरण है कि ये जब हम मैथमेटिक्स की इंस्ट्रक्शन करते हैं लैंग्वेज और लिटरेचर के माध्यम से, जब हम बात वर्ड्स में एक्सप्लेन करेंगे नंबर्स के बजाय, तो वो थोड़ा सरल लगता है. यदि हम कहेंगे इफ दे सी ऑल नंबर्स एंड सिंबल्स, द चाइल्ड मे बी वरीड. But if the same thing we present it in terms of a story, then he may feel little relaxed. He may be relieved of that anxiety. So that our instruction should be in such a way that we use concepts, words, language structures in solving mathematical problems. After incorporating literature into mathematics lessons, many teachers report that their students showed increased comfort levels in talking about their understanding of mathematical concepts. बहुत सा टीचर्स का ओपिनियन ये है, जब हम इस तरह का स्टोरी के माध्यम से ग्राफ्स, पिक्चर्स, इसके माध्यम से हमने जब उन्होंने पढ़ा के देखा है तो उनको लगा है उनके बच्चे जो है मैथमेटिक्स में अच्छा सीखने की प्रयास कर रहे हैं. In addition, teachers can identify many misunderstandings during this subject combination dialogue. Not only that, बच्चे भी अपने बात को टीचर्स के सामने रख सकते हैं. ये है एक डिस्कोर्स के माध्यम से, डिस्कशन के माध्यम से यदि बच्चों के संवाद करेंगे तो उनकी समस्या भी बताएंगे और लैंग्वेज का भी इस्तेमाल होगा, लिटरेचर का भी इस्तेमाल होगा. ये मैथमेटिक्स लर्निंग को सरल करने का, सरल वे में सिखाने का अच्छा फ़ायदा होगा. ये टीचर्स की ओपिनियन के द्वारा ये समझ में आता है. तो हम इसका एडवांटेजेस क्या है, ये जैसे मैंने बताया कि ये बच्चे का सबसे बड़ा फैक्टर मैथमेटिक्स के साथ ये है कि डर की बात हमेशा रहती है. मैथमेटिक्स कहते ही बच्चे डर जाते हैं. ये एक फियर फैक्टर है. ये हमने NCF में भी हमने इसको एक बहुत ज़्यादा हमने फोकस किया है. वाई चिल्ड्रन फियर ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स and how we can overcome this fear of mathematics so that children can learn better. So these are the ways to reduce students' anxiety by involving words, language structures. कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ाना है इन द सब्जेक्ट बिकॉज इट लेसन्स द टेंशन, उनका टेंशन कम हो जाता है. अप्रहेंशन एंड फियर, ये सारा फैक्टर्स जब हम लैंग्वेज एंड लिटरेचर को इस्तेमाल करते हैं थोड़े टू सम एक्सटेंट it will reduce their fear factor, apprehensions, tension about how to learn these सीखने से पहले यदि कोई लड़का डरता है तो देन वी हैव टू थिंक ऑफ अदर मीन्स ऑफ doing this, making them learn mathematics. Can improve students academic performance in mathematics. ये भी देखा गया है लैंग्वेज एंड लिटरेचर इस्तेमाल करने से ये स्टूडेंट्स का परफॉर्मेंस भी इसमें इम्प्रूव हुआ है और बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग हुआ है इन मैथमेटिक्स में. मोर होलिस्टिक अप्रोच to learning in the classroom as it encourages students engagement and motivates the learning. Holistic, when we say holistic means use of all kinds of methods and means for explaining the concept, then we call it as holistic approach. So use of all methods means to explain particular concept. Why math and literature? Introduce math concepts in a non-threatening way and build interest. सबसे पहला इम्पॉर्टेंट मुख्य उद्देश्य है मैथ और लिटरेचर का क्यों यूज़ करना है. ये नॉन थ्रेटनिंग मतलब ये नॉन थ्रेटनिंग मतलब डरावना नहीं है. हम जब लिटरेचर के साथ मैथ्स को पढ़ाते हैं ये डरावने नहीं है और ये बच्चों में इंटरेस्ट बढ़ाता है. एक ये देखा गया है. गुड स्टोरीज बहुत अच्छा, यदि स्टोरीज के माध्यम से आप मैथ्स को सिखाएंगे एंड चिल्ड्रन बिकम मोर इंटरेस्टेड एंड फाइंड दैट दे से दैट मैथ्स इज नॉट एट ऑल बोरिंग और इट इज़ नॉट इनएक्सेसिबल. वरना पहले बच्चे मैथ्स के नाम से ही डरते हैं. अभी भी काफ़ी बच्चे मैथ्स लेने से ही डरते हैं and इसीलिए we have introduced general maths and higher maths. So because after 10th some children may not require mathematics at all. They may not want to do, they do not want to pursue mathematics as a subject. So now we have introduced, CBSE has introduced, earlier also it was offered. The reason behind is if a child fails in 10th class, then it will be a sometimes he may drop out. But if we have general mathematics, then he may do general mathematics and after 10th he may not go for mathematics. So that is why we have to make maths simpler, explain it in a simple way. Good stories, use of stories will help reduce their anxiety. Then within stories provide context that illuminates the meaning of otherwise abstract concepts. When we say of abstract concepts, I think if you all agree, सबको ये पता है सबसे ज़्यादा abstract subject जो है वो mathematics है. Because it is all अंदाज लगाना, दूरी का अंदाज लगाना, you know the formula, all these things are very abstract concepts and you don't find this kind of abstraction in any other subject. That is why mathematics remains a superior subject when we compare to other subject. And if any other subject we can refer as abstract subject is, that is philosophy. So these two are most, I think, abstract. They have abstract concepts. It is very difficult to understand these two subjects. That is why this fear factor is there. But it is not with philosophy, more with mathematics. Literature connects maths to real life. This gives meaning to why math is important. तो यदि हम इससे स्टोरीज़ के माध्यम से पढ़ाने से वो थोड़ा अपना निज जीवन से या रियल लाइफ सिचुएशन से भी हम एग्जाम्पल्स दे सकते हैं. दैट इज़ वाई वी यूज़ मैथमेटिक्स इन आवर डेली लाइफ ऑल्सो. एंड इफ़ वी यूज़ दैट लैंग्वेज फॉर टीचिंग ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स, it will be helpful for children, those who have problems in mathematics. This gives some kind of meaning why maths is important. Books build connections to math for linguistic learners who tend to think in words. So when I said preferred intelligence, there are some learners, those who want to learn in terms of, they think in terms of words. Sometimes they don't think in terms of numbers. So for them it will be easy. For those learners who are good in language or in thinking in words. So that is why maths and literature are important. Now we will talk about, we have discussed till now the importance of language and literature in teaching of mathematics, how it helps in reducing their tension, reducing their apprehension and fear factor. It helps them in better learning, it will give better outcome, their achievement has increased when we use language and literature in teaching of mathematics. We now see some of the examples how basics concepts of mathematics can be taught. I have tried to give some examples, but now you can see our textbooks, they are completely filled with stories. NCERT small, you can see primary textbooks, and even in secondary level mathematics, now you have stories books, now you have various innovative methods of teaching mathematics. Then teach the child to understand the meaning of symbols such as plus, minus, into and division are equal to, etc. Abbreviations and numerals. Even you can imagine we have now handbooks to teach arithmetical concepts. We have literature, lot of literature, how we can explain each concept in a different way. We have handbooks for that. Now I will show some of the samples here. Make the child proficient with technical vocabulary. Mathematics, you have a lot of vocabulary that is numerator, denominator, quotient. There are many takeaway, there are many mathematical words which are technical vocabulary, that is, and common words with special meaning like product, dividend, power, etc. These are square root, all these these are the terms, technical terms which are used in mathematics. So how we can explain these symbols to children in a different way. Encourage the child to read the problems twice. When it is in case of word problems, make them read twice, and first silently, then aloud. Ask him to verbalize the problem. Self-verbalization of the problem helps in determining its nature and what process should be used to solve it. Verbalizing the problem, जो समस्या को verbalize करना, self अपने शब्दों में करना, then it helps in understanding better nature and what process should be used to solve it. So that we will see, these are some of the tips in teaching of mathematics. For example, now we see pre-number concept. So for example, if I talk about plus, how plus, what plus can be, the words you associated with plus are more, and, plus, more than, increase, sum of, add, total, together, in all. So these many words are used for plus. So these terms need to be explained to the children from beginning. Mathematical concept, it has a takeaway. For example, now we talk about, if we symbol minus, then it is subtract, minus, less than, decrease, difference, take away, reminder, subtract. So these many words are used in language form. Then if it is multiplied, then you multiplied by into times. So these are used for into, and also division, per, out of, ratio of, percent, quotient. So these are the terms used for plus, minus, into and division. So these pre-number concepts should be explained to them in detail before learning mathematical, before going ahead. So these are the ways. So we have, if you see the literature, we have now so many handbooks for explaining arithmetical sums. Just plus, division, minus and multiplication, you have a handbook, how to, many ways of teaching plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Similarly, we have, these are pre-number concepts. Then we have, when we help him understand pictures diagrams and convert graphic information into mathematical statements. This is how we have to go ahead little one by one. I have tried to start from pre-number, then going ahead, then enhance the learning process of the child by verbalizing while doing mathematical problems, present the problem orally or pair the child with a peer who can easily read the material. This is another important way of making the child comfortable. See that a peer reads for him, he will help pair with the child who can read the text and read the material and explain the child. These are all the methods we use in teaching of other subjects also, but in the child who has problem in reading or mathematical problem, another child may help him by reading that material. Build a background of concrete experiences for each problem. Then again, when we talk about concrete, when we talk about mathematical concepts, we have three levels. One is concrete level, one is representational, one is abstract. For example, this you may understand concrete. If it is 5 apples, you have to bring 5 apples, that is concrete level. Then representational means you can draw 5 apples, that is representational. Then 5 apples number, it is the abstract level. So each mathematical concept can be taught in a concrete way, in a representational way, or in an abstract way. So that is how you have to build the level. We call, in terms of when we work with the child, we say it is current level. Current level means वर्तमान स्थिति, वर्तमान में बच्चा क्या कर पा रहा है, उससे उसका एक लेवल और बढ़ाते रहिए. So that is what each concept linear learning. That is why we say linear learning. Make the child learn a concept and make him sure that he has learnt it properly, and rehearse it, practice it, so that he will remember forever. So similarly, when we can talk about idea of big and small, tall, short, then high, low, many, few, more, less. So you can use pictures for use of these words. These words can be used to explain mathematical concepts. So that is how you have to go ahead, each concept, how it should be taught to children before they learn mathematics, these basic concepts. Then idea of thick and thin, big, small, square, rectangle and triangle. You can see in the house you have rectangle, you have triangle. So with their house, they remember well how to teach these mathematical concepts with the help of pictures, diagrams, etc. So this is how we should begin mathematics teaching in a simpler way, as simple as possible, so that they will learn each concept with confidence and they will go on learning the difficult concepts one by one. Then early indications of mathematical concepts. हम कैसे mathematical concepts को पहले से बच्चों में कैसे बढ़ावा देना है, ये है कि जब बच्चे बात करते हैं और सब चले गए, ये भी एक इंडिकेशन है he is talking about some mathematical concept. That's all. हो गया. More, big, little. So these are the mathematical terms which are used by the child when he is talking about something. So we can tell this is the way how we have to explain mathematical concepts. Normally, young children learn by playing with objects such as pots, pans, boxes that fit into each other, and objects that can be put into containers. These activities help develop a sense of space, sequence and order are essential experiences. जो अभी भी आप लोग याद करते हैं, अभी भी we have lot of toys, educational materials, but we should see that from beginning the child learns these mathematical concepts in a play method. When he plays with pots, pans, big, small, all these concepts are learned in the beginning itself. We have to carefully see that he is learning a concept of space, sequence, order, essential. They can learn, we can make them learn while playing with these objects. So we should see that. And ये प्राय ये देखा गया है, जो बच्चे बचपन में इन टॉयज से खेला नहीं है या he has not experienced this kind of played with these objects, they are later on found to have problems with mathematics learning. So we should see that children enjoy playing with boxes, pots, pans, one fit into another. All these things are very important concept from beginning itself. They are all essential experiences. Those children who miss these kind of experiences may face problems in mathematics learning. Parents should encourage children enjoy or play with blocks, puzzles, models or construction type toys. So we should see that, all parents should see that we should encourage children playing with blocks, puzzles, models or construction toys, which is a beginning for mathematics learning. ये है, यदि बच्चा इसमें अच्छा करता है, यदि बच्चा ज़्यादा खेलता है इन टॉयज से, गेम से, then he learn mathematical concepts in a better way. For example, how we can teach subtraction. For example, subtraction we can use in words. This we can explain in words, because some children may learn with the help of words. Number on top is 3. You can see, can I take away 9 from 3? No. I go to next door and ask and speak, or ask for, can you lend me 1? The neighbor has 3 left. So I put 1 in front of the number 3. Now I have 13. Can I take away 9? Yes, I have 4 left. So explain that same mathematical operation in terms of words. That will help some learner understand better. Make them learn in a simpler way. Don't make them, don't say that mathematics is very difficult to learn, because if you make them learn in a the way they want to learn, the way they preferred intelligence, that is what we say, so then they may learn it better. So another way of this is vocabulary development. For example, this is called graphic organizer. ये Freyer model of vocabulary development है, that is given by Freyer. So what it says, definition. What is quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides. This is a simple definition of quadrilateral. What are the facts? इसका facts क्या है या characteristics क्या है, थोड़ा और explain करिए. 4 sides है, may or may not be equal in length. सारे जरूरी नहीं सारे equal हो. Sides may or may not be parallel, और वो parallel हो ना हो. So these are the facts. Simply if you say quadrilateral, he may not have that understanding, but when you explain, इसमें 4 sides है, जरूरी नहीं वो एक समान हो और जरूरी नहीं है वो पैरेलल भी हो. एग्जाम्पल क्या है? एग्जाम्पल स्क्वायर भी है, रेक्टेंगल भी है, ट्रेपेजॉइड है, रोम्बस है. दिस इज एग्जाम्पल ऑफ क्वाड्रिलेटरल. नॉन एग्जाम्पल क्या है? सर्किल उसमें नहीं आता है, ट्रायंगल नहीं आता है, पेंटागन नहीं आता है. तो हम एक क्वाड्रिलेटरल को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए इफ यू यूज ए ग्राफिक ऑर्गेनाइजर, it may help them understand in a better way. So this is one method of vocabulary development that you can do it for any other concept also. And now we talk about word problems. Basically word problems, some children also have problems with language. That is also there is an issue, but they do better without even use of words. And there are some children who do mathematics better when they do it in terms of word problems. It is when it is explained in sentences. There are some children, they don't need this word explanation in word, they will do it directly if they are good in mathematics. So how word problems it is done, word story problems that are of interest to children. सबसे पहले हम इस तरह का वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स को लेंगे वो उनकी निजी जीवन में वो सुना हो, उनकी रिलेटेड हो. पोजिंग प्रॉब्लम्स वर्बली इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर चिल्ड्रन विद रीडिंग प्रॉब्लम. जो रीडिंग में दिक्कत है प्रॉब्लम को, उसको वर्बली बोलने से फ़ायदा होगा. विजुअली reinforcement, use of concrete object. Thus I was telling you concrete, representational and abstract. There are 3 levels in explanation of a particular concept. Use of concrete objects, drawings, graphs and other visual reinforcement. Then simplifying, substitute the smaller and easier numbers to begin with. सबसे सरल से कठिन के ओर. This also you know, this is one of the principle of learning. Then restating, have children restate the problem in their own words. अपने शब्दों में कहने के लिए कहना है बच्चों को, वही प्रॉब्लम को आपको क्या समझ में आया आप ये अपने शब्दों में बताइए. असेसिंग द, उसमें क्या दिया है, उस सम में क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन दिया है, व्हाट इज स्टिल नीडेड, क्या दिया है और क्या ज़रूरत है. सप्लीमेंट्री, इसी के तरह सप्लीमेंट्री, दिस कैन बी क्लासरूम एक्सपीरियंसेस. टाइम फॉर थिंकिंग, बच्चों को समय देना है. अलो चिल्ड्रन एनफ टाइम टू थिंक. आस्क फॉर अल्टरनेटिव मेथड्स फॉर सॉल्विंग द प्रॉब्लम्स. मतलब ये एक सरल तरीका है किसी वर्ड प्रॉब्लम को समझाने में. उसी प्रॉब्लम में दिया गया इन्फॉर्मेशन क्या है, क्या ज़रूरत है, जो दिया गया इन्फॉर्मेशन को मैथमेटिक्स में टर्म्स में कन्वर्ट करना है या सिंबल्स में कन्वर्ट करना है और उसको और प्रैक्टिस देके इस तरह का प्रॉब्लम्स के माध्यम से उसकी समस्या को समाधान करना. सो दिस इज़ हाउ वी हैव टू फॉलो सिंपलर स्टेप्स in explaining mathematical concepts to children with those who have children in problem in learning mathematics. Then steps for word problems. What is the main idea? सबसे पहले what is the main idea? क्वेश्चन क्या है, पूछा क्या गया उसमें, what is being asked. उसमें उस सवाल पढ़ने के बाद उसमें क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन और चाहिए, क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन ऑलरेडी दिया है, उसमें दिया हुआ इन्फॉर्मेशन क्या है, उसका रिलेशनशिप क्या है. मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल वर्बल स्टेटमेंट ऑन हाउ टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम, उसमें रिलेशनशिप नाउ वी आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड व्हाट आर द टर्म्स यूज्ड, टेक अवे, सम ऑफ, all these words these are used in mathematical problems. Then equations, writing number statement based on the relationship statement. उससे एक इक्वेशन जो इन्फॉर्मेशन दिया है उससे इक्वेशन बनाना है, फिर अंदाज लगाना, एस्टिमेशन ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन, कंप्यूटेशन ऑफ द आंसर सेंटेंस, ओवरऑल आंसर इन ए स्टेटमेंट. सो दीज आर द सिंपलर वे ऑफ explaining word problems, basic mathematical concepts, so that the children learn mathematics in a better way without fear and without any apprehension or without any tension. Now let us see a story which is how story problems are also literature is used for learning. For example, एक ये स्टोरी है, कहा ये है, ये अकॉर्डिंग टू साउथ इंडिया का एक फोक टेल है. फ्रॉम ए पीसेंट फेल इन लव विथ ए प्रिंसेस एंड आस्क्ड फॉर हर हैंड इन मैरिज. ये एक पीसेंट फेल इन लव विथ प्रिंसेस, एक प्रिंसेस से वो ही फेल इन लव विथ एंड ही वांटेड हर हैंड इन मैरिज. द किंग जो है उसको रिफ्यूज टू ऑब्लाइज द पीसेंट. द प्रिंसेस केम टू नो अबाउट दिस एंड फेल सिक. वो प्रिंसेस को पता चला और वो उनको बुखार आ गई या शी फेल्ट इल. देन शी हावेवर गॉट वेल विद द हेल्प ऑफ द पीसेंट. उसने उसको ठीक किया. द किंग टोल्ड हिम टू आस्क फॉर एनीथिंग. तो सब राजा ने कहा आप कुछ भी मांगो एक्सेप्ट हिज डॉटर एज ए रिवॉर्ड. मतलब बेटी के अलावा वो कुछ भी देने के लिए किंग तैयार था. The king told him to ask for anything except the hand of his daughter as a reward. The peasant then asked for a grain of rice which he said should be doubled every day for 100 days. तो वो पीसेंट ने क्या मांगा, वो राजा से ये मांगा है कि आप मेरे को एक ग्रेन ऑफ राइस विच ही सेड शुड बी डबल्ड, मतलब हर दिन वो डबल होता जाएगा, ऐसे 100 डेज आप एवरी डे फॉर 100 डेज वो आप हमें दे दीजिए। देन किंग जो है वो सोच में पड़ गया, जो ये मांगा है वो क्या कह रहा है, जो आज जो ग्रेन दिया है वो कल डबल हो जाएगा, अगले दिन और डबल हो जाएगा, अगले दिन और डबल हो जाएगा, इस तरह 100 डेज में वो इतना हो जाएगा, तो इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर द किंग टू एक्सेप्ट दिस। देन द किंग वॉज हैप्पी विद द रिक्वेस्ट बट शॉक्ड व्हेन एक्सप्लेन दैट ही वुड हैव टू गिव, मतलब उसको इतना ग्रेन्स देना पड़े उसको, इससे अच्छा है उसने सोचा है कि ही इंस्टेड चूज टू गिव हिज डॉटर इन मैरिज। तो ये एक स्टोरी है, इसमें हम क्या सोचते हैं, क्या देख सकते हैं, हाउ दिस मैथमेटिक्स इन्वॉल्व इन दिस स्टोरी। सब इसमें स्टोरी भी है और इसमें मैथमेटिक्स every day it is being doubled, and it is if it doubles for 100 days, what will be the value, we can also estimate that, but it is a very difficult task for the king, so he thought it is better to give his daughter to the fellow instead of providing the grain he asked for. So this is how it is a kind of it will help children, there is something interesting in this, or there is a story in this, and also mathematical learning also happens with the help of this story. So this kind of stories we can use to help children learn mathematics. And another story, Mount Fuji is a famous dormant volcano in Japan. जापान में एक ऐसे dormant माउंट फूजी है, इज़ ए फेमस डॉर्मेंट वॉल्केनो इन जापान। इसमें क्या है, तोशी और ए पीडोमीटर टू काउंट हिज स्टेप्स ऑन हिज वॉक अलोंग द गोटेम्बा ट्रेल। हिज पेडोमीटर शोड दैट ही वॉक 22,500 स्टेप्स ऑन द वे अप। वो जब ऊपर गया तो उसकी मेजरमेंट के हिसाब से, पीडोमीटर के हिसाब से उसने 22,500 स्टेप्स चढ़ा। एस्टिमेट तोशिस एवरेज स्टेप लेंथ फॉर हिज वॉक अप टू द 9 किलोमीटर्स गोटेम्बा ट्रेल, गिव योर आंसर इन सेंटीमीटर्स। तो इसमें क्या है, एक स्टोरी भी है, एक वो उसका चढ़ रहा है, उसमें इतने स्टेप्स है, वो इतने किलोमीटर लंबा है, तो आप उसका आंसर आपका जो है, तो गिव योर आंसर इन सेंटीमीटर ऑन द वे, एस्टिमेट द तोशिस एवरेज स्टेप लेंथ, एक स्टेप का लेंथ हमें कैलकुलेट करना है। तो इस तरह का सवालों में स्टोरी भी है, और यू कैन मेक चिल्ड्रन लर्न मैथमेटिक्स। और आल्सो माउंट फूजी इज ओनली ओपन टू द पब्लिक फॉर क्लाइंबिंग फ्रॉम 1 जुलाई टू 27 अगस्त ईच ईयर। हर साल वो सिर्फ 1 जुलाई से 27 अगस्त तक ही खुला रहता है। And about 2 lakh people climb Mount Fuji during this time on average. How many people climb Mount Fuji each day? उन्होंने ये भी दिया है, ड्यूरेशन दिया है, 1 जुलाई से 27 अगस्त कितना दिन हो रहा है और कितने लोग उसको विजिट करते हैं, तो पर डे में कितने लोग उसको विजिट कर रहे हैं। तो द वॉकिंग ट्रेल ऑफ माउंट फूजी इज अबाउट 9 किलोमीटर्स लॉन्ग। Walkers need to return from the 8 kilometer walk by 8 p.m. Then Toshis estimate that he can walk up the mountain at 5 kilometers per hour on average and down at twice the speed. These speeds consider meal breaks and rest times. Using Toshis estimated speeds, what is the latest time he can begin his walk so that he can return by 8 p.m. तो इसमें ये है, वो जाते हुए 1.5 किलोमीटर पर आवर चलता है, जब लौटता है तो उससे दुगना मतलब 3 किलोमीटर के स्पीड से वो उतरता है, और 18 किलोमीटर उसको वॉक करना है, 8 बजे नीचे पहुंचना है, तो वो कितने बजे वहाँ शुरू होगा। तो दिस इज़ ए पीसा, यू नो दैट टेस्ट, हम जो स्टैंडर्डाइज टेस्ट है मैथमेटिकल अचीवमेंट का उससे लिया गया है, एक एग्जाम्पल है। तो इस तरह का स्टोरीज में यू हैव मैथमेटिक्स इन्वॉल्व एंड यू इट इज़ ए काइंड ऑफ जॉयफुल लर्निंग फॉर द चाइल्ड, इट इज़ इंटरेस्टिंग फॉर द चाइल्ड। वो पहाड़ चढ़ रहा है कोई, उसमें फिर उतर रहा है, इतने लोग विजिट कर रहे हैं, इतने ड्यूरेशन में विजिट कर रहे हैं, इतना स्पीड से चल रहा है। सो दीज आर ऑल द फैक्ट्स, even though it looks like a story but it has many mathematical concepts। एवरेज लगा रहे हैं, अंदाज लगा रहे हैं, स्पीड की बात कर रहे हैं, टाइम की बात कर रहे हैं, तो lot of information is given in this mathematical sum। So this is how we have to use language and literature in teaching of mathematics। And the another important thing in mathematics is, unless you rehearse it and practice it, and structured practice of specific skills, the goal of this approach is to enhance skill acquisition and maintenance after the child has learned the basic skills। तो मैथमेटिक्स में इम्पॉर्टेंट है पर्टिकुलर स्किल की बात की, और वो स्किल कैसे रिहार्स किया जाता है, कैसे प्रैक्टिस किया जाता है, so that it will remain in our long term memory, and whenever it is required we can retrieve it। So that is the importance of this mathematics, how we make them learn। And in the end I want to conclude by saying language and literature in the math curriculum can play a significant role in reducing students anxiety level towards mathematics। ये तो सबसे पहला इसका ये है कि बच्चों की एंग्जाइटी लेवल को कम करने में लैंग्वेज एंड लिटरेचर इन मैथ इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ लैंग्वेज एंड लिटरेचर इन मैथ विल हेल्प। द प्रोसेस रिक्वायर्ड सिग्निफिकेंट एफर्ट ऑन द टीचर्स पार्ट, हाउएवर व्हेन इंटीग्रेशन इज डन माइंडफुली इट विल बी वेरी रिवॉर्डिंग इन द टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस। जब हम इस लैंग्वेज को जहाँ ज़रूरत है, जहाँ इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए, वहाँ हम ज़रूरत के हिसाब से इस्तेमाल करेंगे माइंडफुली। दैट इज़ वाई इट इज़ सेड इफ़ वी यूज़ इट इन ए केयरफुल मैनर देन इट विल हेल्प इन द लर्निंग ऑफ टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स। एंड आई थिंक you have many activities suggested in your course material, and you can also do what you can do as part of this assignment। What you have to do is collect a story, article or poem with mathematical content। आप कहीं से भी आप एक स्टोरी या आर्टिकल या पोएम आप जो जिसमें मैथमेटिकल कंटेंट इन्वॉल्व हो, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको दो उदाहरण दिया है, एक ग्रेन ऑफ राइस एंड माउंट फूजी, एंड दो तरह का मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया है आपको। उसमें से आप इसी तरह का कोई आप स्टोरी ले लीजिए जिसमें मैथमेटिक्स इन्वॉल्व है और हम उसको कैसे एक्सप्लेन करें। प्रिपेयर क्वेश्चंस विथ फोकस ऑन मैथमेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट और ए स्किल, उसमें क्या स्किल इन्वॉल्व है, उस स्टोरी में आप क्या समझा रहे हैं उसको आप बताइए। और सी दैट न्यूमरेसी, ज्योमेट्रिक टेबल्स, इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट मेजरमेंट, मैप्स एंड डायग्राम्स, फ्रैक्शंस, जो भी है उसमें आप ये देखिए उस एक्टिविटी में या उस स्टोरी में, so that there are some mathematical concepts involved in whatever story, article or poem you are selecting, and submit to your workshop coordinator। Thank you one and all. Hope you have understood what I have tried to explain, in what better way we can teach mathematics to those learners who have fear of mathematics। So this kind of integration of language and literature will help some learners. I am not saying all the learners, it will help some learners, otherwise they are already, sometimes they may be failures, they may they may not even go for mathematics later on, but at least they can manage up to school level। That is the focus. Our focus should be that every child needs some level of mathematical learning, that is up to school secondary level. Later on, if they wish to continue, they can continue, otherwise they may go for other subject। Thank you one and all.